I am trying something a little new tonight. So I'm going to be rewatching Marriage Story, the 2019 movie written and directed by Noah Baumbach, starring Scarlett Johansson, Adam Driver, Laura Dern's in it. I've only seen this movie once, and it was when it first came out, and I really liked it. And I was like, well, I think I'm gonna watch it again. And then I thought, well, what if I just streamed myself watching it and talking about it? And it's on Netflix, which is a pretty broadly accepted platform. So if other people want to stream it at the same time, either live or if this thing stays up on the channel after I'm done, then they could do that. You're not going to hear any sound from the movie or see anything, except you'll see some reflections in my glasses, obviously. If you're not watching the movie, it's probably not going to make a whole lot of sense to you what's going on. But if that sounds interesting, then go to Netflix, if you have Netflix, and queue up Marriage Story, the 2019 Academy Award nominated Noah Baumbach movie. It's an incisive and compassionate look at marriage coming apart and a family staying together. My recollection of this movie when I first saw it was that it was very Woody Allenish. Just reminded me of a Woody Allen movie, but had a couple of outstanding scenes and a couple of really great performances, and of course some really good writing. Since then, there's been like quite a bit of critique about the movie and how it presents the male perspective as very dominant over the soon-to-be ex-wife's perspective. So I've not rewatched the movie, so it didn't really hit me when I was watching it, but things go over my head like that sometimes. So I will be keeping that in mind a little bit. So here it goes. I'm about to hit play, and I'll occasionally kind of say where I am also, just in case, like, people come in halfway through or something and they want to watch. Netflix logo up now. Marriage Story, Stark. Very Woody Allenish, just the title in white, plain text. Scarlett Johansson. So this is Charlie reading out the good things about his wife to their marriage counselor as they go through the process of dissolving their marriage. No, I'm sorry, Death Note, if you don't like the movie. This is an experiment. Then I just kind of want to see it again. Yes, I wear contacts. Quickly establishing her as a quirky, she's very compassionate and quirky. She bought him a trumpet for his birthday, which he cannot play. She's an excellent mother. I really like Scarlett Johansson's hair in this. They're playing Monopoly. Man, Monopoly is the worst game. What a boring fucking game Monopoly is. Never ending. Well, see, I don't believe that for a second. You can't believe that Adam Driver just basically said she can open pickle jars that he can't. Adam Driver is a very top-heavy actor. It's hard to believe that Scarlett Johansson could open a jar that Adam Driver could not. Whatever. Oh, my dinner with Andre. There's a line that she always says when she hasn't seen something, a film or a play, when somebody's talking about it, whereas he says he'll often fake it or say he just hasn't seen it in a while. I find myself doing that. Like, if somebody's like, have you seen this? I'll be like, yeah, it was a long time ago, though. I don't know why. Like, why? Like, what a useless lie that is. Why would I do that? She's his favorite actress. So he's a director, a theater director. Okay, now she's reading out. She just said, Charlie eats like he's trying to get it over with. I also empathize with that. Like, for me, eating is a non-event. Do it, get it over with, get it done with. Don't waste any more time on it than you absolutely have to. You only have about 10,000 really productive days in your life. There's 25 years between 25 and 50. Don't spend any of that time, in my opinion, just doing stuff you think is a waste of time. And to me, cooking, worrying about food, thinking about food, it's a waste of time. To me. To other people, it's not. So he cooks, he's well-rounded. She's admitting to being moody, which... And in the next scene, he's like yelling. But yelling about Monopoly, which I can understand because Monopoly is terrible. Well, 10,000 days is 25 years, right? So, roughly. I mean, even if you rounded it up to, say, 20,000 days, that's still not a lot of days. Certainly not enough for any one of them not to matter. I've a habit of writing off days and weeks as just lost time. I have a feeling I'll regret it. So he's sleeping, he's co-sleeping to try and get his son to go to sleep. That was funny. That was actually a funny scene. That was funny. Oh dear. So he's a self-made playwright living in New York City. Writers always write about writers. Hey, Amber. No, coffee is like a lifestyle, right? Right now, I am 7 minutes and 35 seconds in. She is being she's taking direction from him. Charlie is undaunted, and she's now looking at what she wrote. So that's an interesting take, like on the trope of, you'll just hear like a voiceover, and it will just be like a movie technique, but they actually did it as the things they're saying is actually part of their mediation. And I remember when I first watched this, thinking that Scarlett Johansson sounded like she was reading off a list, but thinking that that was like an acting flaw. And then when this revelation was made, I was like, oh no, she actually sounded more like she was reading from a list than Adam Driver did. So, but she does not want to read her list. And that is, their mediator is Triumph, the insult comic dog, author of the ambiguously gay duo. So this is clearly yeah. So they were clearly, it seemed like they were ganging up on her, and she called them on it, stormed out, right on. So I'll say though, like this is the kind of theater that I can't stand. And this is very much like, this is one of the parts that makes this movie seem very Woody Allenish to me, because he lampooned this kind of new wave theater a lot in his work. The really overly dramatic readings, strange kind of postmodern. But I'll tell you, when I have visited New York, going to like a little restaurant slash bar, like there is definitely that feeling that is portrayed in movies is pretty accurate. This is I'm seeing the actress from the Zach Galifianakis clown show. What's that called again? Baskets. So the iocane powder, Princess Bride, My Dinner with Andre fella is making a toast. They're going to Broadway right at the time when they're getting divorced. The play is finally going to Broadway. Elia Kazan. I believe he actually did work with Elia Kazan, didn't he? That was Wallace. Yeah. That was Wallace Shawn. No, they didn't. But surely their paths crossed. I like that. They came home early. The babysitter's there with her belt unbuckled and just kind of self-consciously buckling it. Saying, sorry, you guys are just so attractive. That's... yes, I'm Samantha. I'm familiar with Wallace Shawn and his works. I went for red background to be like kind of movie curtains. And also because red is the, widest wavelength of light, so it dilates your pupils the least, right? Oh, he's assuming a lot. And he just dodged the question of whether he thought her pilot was any good. Oh boy. Henry. I don't know who Henry is. So weird and difficult to be married to someone you're directing. It's another point with Woody Allen, right? Like he always cast his wives, until Suni, of course, or girlfriends, as leads in his plays and movies. Two short, insignificant notes. Hey, Leah. See, like this, they're doing a music swell now as she walks away crying, and I feel like that would have been more effective without the music swell. Like she's silently crying. Let the music cue be silent as well. I don't like it. I don't like it when soundtracks telegraph too much. Like, here is how you are supposed to feel. You can tell because here is the music that is telling you how you are supposed to feel. Oh, it's right. I forgot. Her mother is from Airplane. Oh my God, Julie. I'm forgetting her name. Julie something. Julia something. Surely you can't be serious. But he is serious. Don't call him Shirley. Julie. Does anybody know her name? I guess it's sort of, it depends on the cue. See, I'm pinning myself into a corner there because I love John Carpenter movies, and boy, and I love his music. Like I love that kind of early 80s, late 70s analog stuff. Yeah, I think you're about right. Well, it's about the dissolution of a marriage, which I wouldn't call them middle class. But it is one of those cases of like writers writing about being writers, right? When Stephen King does that all the time, it's annoying. Give your protagonist another job. Like, every protagonist does not need to be a writer. Yeah, they're definitely more upper class. The mother and the daughter are basically talking, they're not speaking to each other. They're just saying they have like their individual threads of a conversation that they're having. They're not really listening to each other. What the? Edgy. What is. Hi, Sean. I can't hold a baby like this. Oh boy. So, self commentary on, I'm sure, Noah Baumbach's experience. It's not really relatable to anybody but other actors, which makes it hard to relate to them. No, I'm sorry about that. Colorful dreams. It's. Oh, by the way, if you haven't, check it out. I want to do that again. Whoop-oo. Scarlett Johansson is now appearing in a crowd scene walking, and she's quite short. Did time go by, or is she wearing a wig now? That's a good line. What's the opposite of fiance? Timestamp is 21:16. 21 minutes, 16 seconds. How tall is Scarlett Johansson? Five three. Nora. Oh wait, Nora's the name of the lawyer. Okay. I was wondering if it was a Nora Ephron reference. Oh my God, Laura Dern. Love Laura Dern. Jesus, she looks the same. She looks the same. She's looked that. I don't know that. No, it was a wig. Sorry. I didn't know if there was supposed to be. a passage of time. Well, just so I can throw in my... Oh, she's about to lose it. Popping off those red bottoms. Indigo, in the description, you will find what I'm doing. I'm watching a movie. If you want to watch, we can be chatting about it as we watch it together if you have Netflix. It's the third character who has an ex who is a narcissistic artist. Do you not also get sick of them? Yeah, Sean, you haven't really missed much. The first 20 minutes are set up. It's a couple living in New York. Marriage is falling apart. Actually, they're kind of summing it up right now. I don't know that anything of real significance has happened. So, timestamp now, Indigo, is 24 minutes in, or 25 minutes. 25 minutes in. Wasn't it Tom Petty who said the waiting is the hardest part? She represented his wife in the divorce. Man, marriage is, I don't know. Relationships are difficult enough. I'm not a believer in marriage. I'm just not. Hey, K. That's how I'm gonna pronounce it. Enfuke. Enfuke. Yeah, so far this is like I don't really relate to or like any of these characters. You know, this it's Manuka Honey. Oh, okay, hey, and Fu K, and Bai and Fu K. Hmm. I remember liking this more, but maybe it just hasn't gotten good yet. It feels like like it's a play. The acting feels like play acting, not movie acting. Everybody, it's like Gilmore Girls. So I remember liking this movie. So far, I'm watching it and I'm saying to myself, this is like a Woody Allen movie that isn't funny or is well acted. Like I can put up with what I can't watch Woody Allen movies anymore because of, you know, we are at 28 minutes and 29 minutes in. Like Woody Allen movies, I could put up with the fact that, you know, I guess it was because he was always so self deprecating and always portrayed himself as such a loser. But also, I mean, whatever you think of it as a person, he's very funny and a very, very funny writer. Funnier than Noah Baumbach. And I think they're trying to hit drama here anyway. Oh, so here she's saying that she might need to be credited for some of his work. Yeah, this is like there's a lot of head bobbing and a lot of, just feels like theater level acting, which is not to say bad, but big, right? Telegraphing a lot. I think the meta angle, I mean, yeah, it is definitely put in on purpose, but I'm kind of over it. Oh shit, Sean, D&D night. Kill the hobgoblins. Beware the gelatinous cubes. There's a Terrask in that dungeon. That's kind of funny. Hey, Lexi. This this Lexi, this may not be a great initial um, way in. This is fairly niche, but welcome. Well, this is okay. I asked him to say my phone number, and he didn't know it. Nobody knows anyone's phone numbers anymore. Sleeping with a stage director, like, I feel like they were just giving a bunch of reasons why their marriage was, or she was giving a bunch of reasons why her marriage was less than perfect. And the real reason for the separation was given right at the end. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So I forget this actress's name. She's very funny. She was recently cast in something as a dramatic lead, and I could not get into it. I could not buy her. She was like a detective or something. I think my experience with her and Nurse Jackie and every other movie she was in made it very difficult to not see her as funny. Real reason was she suspected he slept with the stage manager. Now they're serving him with papers when they had been speaking about trying to handle this out of court. You have to stop loving him. That's funny. You're talking about family allegiances when families break up. It's another reason why marriages are a bad idea. Yes, it was. And the thing is, like, I thought it was a good show. Um, but I just didn't feel like it was hers. The role just didn't feel like hers. And I'm sure that was my fault, like my preconception that I had about her, who she was. Like, why couldn't she be a dramatic actress? Henry is pooping in the bathroom downstairs. Oh, so Charlie's the father, Henry's the son. Very traditional names. Uh-oh. I don't remember. Tommy, I don't know who you mean when you say Tommy. Hi, Katharina. So the husband was just given a MacArthur grant. Is completely oblivious to the papers about to be served to him. Uh-oh. Oh, Tony Collette. Yes. Was she in I don't remember much about that show. A present for pooping. Honestly, I can feel that. He holds it and it's going on a week. Honestly, I feel that pain. Oh, awkward. Really awkward. The sister is not. Uh oh, okay. So the sister's supposed to serve him with papers. Exactly, Lexi. I have a son who just turned 6, and he still has some bathroom issues. He just doesn't like going. And what's weird is, like, I feel the same way he does. Like, it's just a waste of time. Like, I just don't want to spend time doing it. She's funny. She is funny. Oh boy. She just did an accent. Kind of like the accents I do. Oh, thank you, Mrs. Oh, uh-oh. He just discovered the papers. You've been served. And that's just awkward. Like that, she should have just done it. Not gotten her sister to do it. Um. Oh, I love this, Samantha. Poop on the company's time. Oh dear. It is very weird when relationships break apart. Look at her busting open a bottle of Macallan. What is that, like 16 year? Or does the third party have to serve it? That maybe. I don't know. Either way, getting your sister to do it is. Sometimes a pie is just a pie. Sometimes a pie is just a pie. I really like the color in this scene. They're laying in bed, the three of them with the sun, and the color is great. There's like a wicker bedboard. Uh, Dad, you go away. Mom, you stay. Kids are tough too. Why would he call her Jima? Like, that's close to grandma. And see, but like this music I don't mind. Some kind of nostalgic. Trickling piano. While he looks at the pictures. Yeah, it's a stressful time. Now that I'm a parent, I realize my parents were probably drunk all the time. Oh, another awkward moment. Thought I was staying here. Just so people know where we are 44 minutes in. It's so bizarre that, like, a thing like that, like now they can't sleep in the same house. I think my relationship with my ex-wife, I'm fortunate in that. Hey, Ray Liotta. Ray Liotta looks horrible. Oh my God. Ray Liotta does not look healthy. Christ. Wow. Ray Liotta, I'm calling it, dead within 5 years. Uh-oh. He looks old but unhealthy. Like, not old, like regular old. He looks like very puffy. No, I mean sick. Like, he doesn't look well. Looks like he has super high blood pressure and oh dear. And that is true. Kids are, of course, they're going to tell you what you want to hear. You can't. Hi, Xava. Okay, so the mother had a TV career. Does your wife do drugs or anything? We're not going to win. Like, I like. We're not going to win. Marriage is inadvisable. Exit goat. Yeah. Look at how red he's getting. Oh my God. Like, he just looks like a tomato with a tuft of white cotton candy on top of his head. Pill says, eat, drink, and remarry. Don't marry. You don't need to marry. There's not a. Oh. Nicole was never going to stay in New York. That was obvious. Wallace Shawn. Boy, Wallace Shawn is quite a character in this movie. Oh, he's supposed to be, the child is supposed to be coming back to New York. Betcha he don't. And this must be the stage manager. Yeah, you got the full story, except for you could fill in the rest of that story. We did it when you were married, and we shouldn't have been doing it. Now you're not married, so shouldn't we be doing it? Showing different props. Boy, Wallace Shawn is, well, he's the most interesting character so far. Oh, custody. One of the things about one of my pet peeves about movies is when two characters are in a conversation and they have like a line follow another line right at a scene cut where the line obviously is meant to immediately follow the previous line, but they just traveled like a huge distance and it seems like a lot of time passed. And yet they're right, not missing a beat with the conversation that they're having. Oh, Indigo. So he's back out. He's back out there. I I really like the color in this movie. They definitely went for like a 70s. This has to be film. Mm. Oh, I like Scarlett Johansson's sweater. Lots of presents as rewards. She uses presents as rewards a lot. For pooping, for. Yeah, this is not subtle. The child won't let go of either arm. Child seats now are a lot easier than they used to be, at least. How old is Henry supposed to be? That's another super frustrating thing about kids is comes for to Halloween, they want to be what they want to be changes from day to day, week to week. No, he can't be 8. He's got to be 5 or 6 at the most. I guess I would have guessed 6. Well, this is one of those things that needs to be fixed. Pointing out a key physical design flaw in Wait a second. Oh. Oh. Well, I didn't know that. So if... Wow. The kid's been there because the wife went there to consult with him. I didn't realize that that was a law, that even if it was just like a consult, then they can't represent the other person. Look at those blue round frame glasses. And the strip mall that they're in. That is so... It's characteristic of LA. It's characteristic of Florida too. Just flat. Asphalt cracked from the heat. Palm trees. No shade. Oh shit, I forgot Alan Alda was in this. Bet Alan Alda outlives Ray Liotta. Alan Alda in a lot of Woody Allen movies. I don't want to pay the $2. And I like this wood paneling. This is like a throwback lawyer, obviously. Alan Alda, of course, Hawkeye from MASH, the infamous, "It was a baby. It was a baby." Does anybody know what I'm talking about when I say that? $450 an hour, $10,000 retainer. Wait, you have to pay for her lawyer? You're doing this because you love your kid, and in doing so, you're draining money from your kid's education. That's a very astute point. A hotel doesn't look good. I don't know why he would have to pay for her lawyer. Oh, man. What do I think of how Charlie has spoken a bunch of times about how she surely has good intentions, surely wouldn't mess with him deliberately? Um, I think he's naive. He's sort of a man-child. Charlie is a bit of a man-child. He couldn't even spell Lego. Oh, I want Alan Alda to be my dad, granddad. How can the laws in California just say the husband pays for the wife's lawyer? I think that that's more speculation. Like, he sounded like he was saying a lot of things like, we have to assume this is what's going to happen. If sufficient joint assets are not available and one spouse does not earn enough to pay his or her own legal fees, California Family Code includes a provision that allows the court to order the other spouse to cover both parties' legal fees and costs. So yes, because it is a California law. And we are at an hour and 5, we're about halfway through. Separate Halloweens. Oh, legend. Tim Curry as Darkness. There shall never be another dawn. Lady, the solace of shadows in the dark of night. Why does this guy look like the Invisible Man? Oh, it's his. Duh. Sorry. So he was watching Legend. I don't know why that would be appropriate or significant. Oh, good David Bowie. I don't remember that. That is a good Bowie. The hair is perfect. Very well done. Drive to Halloween. I like to sit. Me too. I do like to sit. So, childhood friendships are so capricious. This is definitely film. This had to have been shot on film. Yeah, shot on Kodak, 35 millimeter film, definitely. And this music is also very Woody Allen. There's a lot about this that is just Woody Allenish. Woody Allen will often score with just like a quartet. Do I have a favorite Bowie era? It's the Berlin era, the best era. Low, scary monsters, and you know, the Eno years. Is that the same to what is what I'm talking about? Yeah, the years where he lived on nothing but cocaine, milk, and peppers. Thin White Duke. Definitely not Let's Dance. Although I can group to some Let's Dance too, but put Low on and I'm just in it. Sound and vision. Always crashing in the same car. Yeah, this movie is focusing a lot on Henry's um, excretions. Oh, okay. So I'm a fan of a little later. Oh, yeah, the song five. Okay, sorry. Yeah. Although I like that too, right? I love Aladdin Sane. It's hard. No, I prefer the Berlin trilogy, I guess. Look at that hotel room. Textured carpet, purposefully brownish to hide stains. Uh-oh. So it seems like he's finally kind of coming out of his. So I understand certainly why people are like, oh, it's kind of like being portrayed like you're just seeing his point of view, and he's kind of like innocent about it and just wanting things to be. But what he wants is for her not to change, and essentially like for the divorce not to cause any developments or changes to his life. So it's super. Mm, oh, geez. Maybe her password was MAGA 2020. You watch me conflate. Oh, God, this guy. Hey, Pablo. Oh, the flirty grip. Laurel Canyon. Getting fingered in the back of a car by Pablo the flirty grip. Grip. See, this is a very fair point. Just because they lived in New York wasn't what she wanted. Hey, Keith. We are at an hour and 15 minutes in. So, yeah, so he was sort of directing the course of their life. Oh, and all those, the most comforting presence. Love Manny's. It is really good. Dad can't have the BLT. He wants the BLT. Look at him. He's disappointed. He wants that BLT. They're all waiting on Charlie. And she is ordering for him, demonstrating how much she knows him, underscoring, I guess, the tragedy. Oh, tussling his hair. Man, Laura Dern. She's like just the right amount. They couldn't smell the toast. I'm not sure what's going on here. Wait, what? Laura Dern is just the right amount of unctuous. It's very fair, though. It's very fair. Sidebar it up. Might as well. Oh my gosh. There's no way to win. Frustrating when the coffee, you press that coffee button, nothing comes out. If I were representing you, you are representing me. What does settle mean? Looks like Alan Alda has Parkinson's. He's still doing it. She wouldn't do that. Man, Cord is just a... I think I got very lucky with the way my marriage ended. I can't... Oh, man. Oh, boy. Yeah. So viewing things as... viewing everything as temporary is good advice. 10,000 days. What'd you do today? Oh, I'm sorry, Indigo. Rolling blackouts in California. So you see there in that shot, you get that film, that chromatic aberration look that you get on film, the reflection off the car. I love that. Like they try to combat that, but I love it. That look. Like if you watch Barry Lyndon, you look at all the candle flames. They're not adhering to boundaries. Like I actually kind of think like what she was doing, like having him now now that I'm looking back on it, I think when you've decided that you're going to do something like that, setting up boundaries is a good thing to do. Oh, now see, he's saying it's my night, almost as like revenge. There's just, you know what, there's just no, oh, the gate closing between them. That's a little heavy handed, but it is sad. Well, colorful dreams, how old are you? Oh, wait, we can't talk about ages, sorry. What age bracket are you? Are you young? Are you middle aged? Oh, Ray Liotta is back. So now they're spinning. $125,000 installments. Look at Ray Liotta. Like I can't take my eyes off him. His sclera is like red. They're both hearing these arguments, which is, and they're both sort of solidifying their positions. Oh, Ray Liotta just landed a good. Whoops. Don't get Ray Liotta worked up. Genius, the intangible asset. Oh man. All the dirt comes out. Everything comes out. People are flawed. Thank you for coming, Katharina. Have a good night. Now they're getting down to it. Yeah. I recognize the judge's voice. Oh my God. That's Rich Fulcher from The Mighty Boosh. What an odd casting choice. I don't remember that at all. I don't know that I recognized that was Rich Fulcher the first time I saw this, because that would have stood out to me. Oh, I think this is the fight scene. I know some people said that didn't resonate with them, but it really resonated with me. It really got to me. So they're both feeling guilty at this point, as they would. I like how she has a juice box. I was beating Charlie at Monopoly. So she has a juice box. He has a beer. Man, that's mean. Yes, that is what's going on. And we are at 1 hour and 34 minutes. So they seem to be coming together now. Seems reasonable. One of them's got to go first. I'm out of water. She's calling him honey. Oh, she's corrected herself. She's making a good point. Ah. I love my mother, but don't compare me to my mother. Oh, Christ. This is rough. Yeah, that's the part. Every day I wake up and I hope you're dead. I don't know. I think this is pretty good acting and a pretty intensely written scene. Love is a double-edged sword. So obviously, like, he didn't mean what he was saying. He was just so frustrated he couldn't figure out how to express himself, it seems like. There kind of has to be this calm after the storm, right? But so that scene still has the weight that it did the first time I saw it. For me, I mean, I don't think that Charlie is right, you know, I don't side with him. Um, I think it's clear that he doesn't get what her needs are. And he just wishes that she had the same exact same needs that he did. And might be mistaking love for being the same person. Yeah. Hey, Whack Boy, we're at an hour and 43 minutes. I agree with this. Oh, wait, no, this is where I thought her acting was bad. I remember thinking, like, why is her acting so bad right here? And then it turns out they're actually play acting right now. But I remember this. I remember watching this and being like, what's going on with her here? This is the part, Indigo, right here, where she's talking to this woman. Mostly that, I just read that first part there. Yeah, but like even this, yeah. Yeah. There is a double standard. I gotta grab a drink. I'll be right back. 1 second. I'm gonna leave it going. I gotta pee, so I hope you don't hear this. And yes, I washed my hands. Oh, look, it's two people from Baskets. I love this actress. Oh, that recycled air. It was pre-COVID. Yes. Everybody talking about the space. Don't go putting words in his mouth. Don't think he did a whole lot of that outside of her view. Here, brush. Kind of sounds like brushing hair. Timestamp right now. 1 hour 50, 34 seconds. 1 hour 50, 45 seconds. He's pulling the potatoes out of the oven. What is special meal? So yeah, 2 actors from Baskets in this movie. And Rich Fulcher from The Mighty Boosh. Alan Alda. Some other people from who frequented Woody Allen movies. Wallace Shawn. Oh no. The knife part. Now I'm remembering this. Oh boy. So awkward. That's every kid's. Can I do the iPad? Yeah, it is time. It's time. He just taped his mouth shut. He's pretending to be dead. Oh, doesn't like being kissed. My son is 6 and he doesn't like being kissed either. He'll if I am like, give me a kiss, he'll say noses instead. He'll go noses, and we'll rub noses like Eskimo kisses, I guess. And I don't know where he got that. Oh man, the silence. Let's mirror it, shall we? Oh wait, oh fuck. He's about to do it. He just cut himself really bad. Oh. Oh dear. Oh man, that thing is bleeding like crazy. It was excellent water. Yeah. Strip it off his fingers. That's okay. Everything's bloody. That's all right. Dude, that is a stitches cut. That ain't gonna cut it, Charlie. That ain't gonna cut it. Colorful, you hated being kissed as a child? It's not gonna work. When I got this scar, when I cut my wrist here, I remember grabbing it like this, and then blood like kind of spurting out from between my fingers. Yeah, that shit can happen, man. You just faint. It'd be pretty frightening for a kid to see. If you didn't, yeah, I'm just tired. No big deal. Just tired. And he's like, all right, whatever. Oh, God. Family performances. So everyone from the production's there, the director. God, what year is this? Don't you get enough attention already? Must be center of attention at all times, says the person live streaming, watching a movie. What a weird. Ooh, that was a good match cut of their profiles. Maybe a little cheesy, but well done. Has to go to an actual hair cutter. No. Isn't there another song coming up, I think? I could pretty much lose all songs in movies. It is sad, says Marianne. This also happened in I'm Thinking of Ending Things. Just if you're a writer and you're starting to say like, oh, and here's where they break into song, do a rewrite. Take out the song. Whenever I see Adam Driver, I always see the scene of him and girls punching the car radio in frustration. No, I don't think I do have a bias. I'm going to disagree with you there, Indigo, because I love musicals. But when a non musical decides to throw a song in, or a couple of songs in, for seemingly unconnected reasons, it seems like filler to me, or an appeal to vanity. Yeah, it can work, sure. Yeah, I agree. And we are at 2 hours and 5 minutes Only about 11 minutes left. Thank you all for hanging out and doing this. Uh-oh. New guy. Carter. Really? Um... Is it great? All his pictures erased. Oh dear. Pretty low bar for those two things there. Cook himself dinner and sew a hole in a sock up. And iron a shirt. It was like basic stuff. Hmm. Hmm. I love Charlie learning to read and Mia before him. Thank you for coming by, Exiva. Bonne nuit. Bonne nuit? Is that the correct way to say it? Bonsoir. Bonsoir and bonne nuit, right? That's rough. If you're going to do the Beatles, just do Abbey Road. It's the easiest. They are beginning to interact as actual people again. This happened with me as well. And in a way, it was also sad. But obviously made things much easier. This reminds me of the end of Blue Valentine. And roll credits, written and directed by Noah Baumbach. So that was Marriage Story. Second time I've seen it. I don't think it doesn't hold up as well as I thought it might. It does have some good moments, but it's kind of long. And I think there are other movies that do that much better. But thank you for hanging out. It was interesting trying this as an experiment. I wasn't sure exactly how it was going to work or if it was going to work. It's always good to see you, Indigo and Colorful and Xava and Zemimski and Samantha, all of you. So I hope you all have a good night, and I will see you again soon, and take care.